Greetings. Your mood is creating your reality. And here's how. You see, everything vibrates, nothing rests. And so, your mood is a vibration. And if that vibration carries with it lack, scarcity, doubt, fear, guilt, shame, whatsoever that vibration carries with it, once it is impressed upon your subconscious mind, once it is received by the subconscious mind, that is what you will get back. Okay, so people live their life not realizing how they go to bed and how they are awake is what is shaping their life. So they wake up all in the morning and they get into a mood or feeling for social media. They get in the mood of doing whatever they love to do in the morning. So, whatever is the very first thing on your mind, first thing when you wake up in the morning, that is what's going to shape the rest of your day. So how you start the day is very important. And how you end your day is very important. So if the foundation I've just laid there for you makes sense to you, then you would know that upon going to bed, you have to cultivate what mood you like to go to bed in. Because that would determine also what mood you would awake in the next morning. Like for example, last night when I was about to go to bed, a desire to wake up very early in the morning. That was my desire in the night, last thing before I go to bed. To wake up very early, before 5 a.m., okay? And to do certain works, okay? Whatsoever my intuition would lead me and direct me to do. Because I realize when I wake up before the rising of the sun, I wake up early in the morning. Those hours are very quiet. They're very reserved. And they refer to those times as the wishing hours. You see, because you just awake from sleep, and that drowsy sleepy state, that state that bothers upon sleep, it doesn't just leave your body just like that. And so when you fall asleep, your body, or when you're in that drowsy sleepy state, your body has certain brain waves. And because all 5-10 minutes, I want to believe even up to 15 minutes after you awake, that brain wave could still be there to a certain level. If you would just relax and allow your mind to be in a relaxed state, whatever feeling you would have impressed upon the subconscious mind just before you fall asleep, you will get right back into that same feeling. So if you was in the feeling to read books just before you go to bed, you'll awake and having that feeling to do that. Or if you fall asleep with the feeling that you want to wake up and count money, you want to wake up and count money. If you have money in your house, you wake up and you count that money because you was already in that feeling. Well, it's the same thing if you want to increase your bank account, or if you want to achieve anything else in this life, that you can set your intention in the night and then proceed with it at the dawning of a new day. So my brother, my sister, as the sun rises each morning and it sets in the evening, so too you have to see the rising and the setting of the sun that is in you. The sun that is in you is the intelligence that is in you. That is why I've been teaching that the sun, the SU, and the parallels the human imagination, and the human imagination parallels the sun. Without the sun, there's no life and there's no light, and without the human imagination, there isn't anything made that was made. So I'm using nature, I'm using things that you can identify yourself with to prove to you that it is your mood and your feeling that is shaping your reality, are shaping the results that you're getting in your life. If you go to bed each night in the mood of being an employer when you are actually an employee, it is quite possible that a series of events can take place and would take place in your life, and you find yourself in the position of an employer. Well, you can either do it consciously or you can do it unconsciously. Unfortunately, most people have been doing these things unconsciously. That's the reason why I'm doing this video, saying to you that it is your mood that is creating your reality, and I'm giving you the proof. Let me just go back to nature again to make it more simple. The trees are always in a mood. The animals are always in a mood. And the mood is keeping them in a certain alignment. Why am I really saying that? I'm saying that to tell you that everything works by law and order. And you have to be conscious that you are the operator, okay, of what is going on within you. But you have to first realize that you are also the generator. You're the one that generates thoughts. You are a generator of thoughts. You are a generator of mood and feeling. And you have to realize that we have been blessed with mind and speech. We've been given a power that has not been given to the animals or to the plants or to anything else. And that power puts us in a place as God. Therefore, we have to live that God life in a multiplying way, in a reproducing way, in a creative way. That's the best word there. Creative. You have to live in a creative world. And to live in a creative world, you have to live in a subjective world, not an objective world. And what do I mean by that? The things that you see manifest on the outside, that is the objective world. The world of matter. The physical three-dimensional world. But when you go into the fourth dimension, or when you tap into the sixth sense, I'm waiting for the wind to calm down a little bit, the wind blowing a little bit high. Okay. So I just waited a little bit as I continue to remind you that I'm speaking about the sixth sense and tapping into the fourth dimension, which is the dimension of spirit. And that dimension of spirit is the dimension of the mind, where consciousness is the master. Very with you. In short, I'm saying that all is mind, all is consciousness, everything exists in your consciousness, everything exists in your awareness. And your consciousness, your awareness, it transmutes through feeling through having a certain mood, because you are the perceiver, and the things that are created, they are the perception. It is as a result of. This is where cause and effect comes into play. So I'm saying, my brother, myself, when you learn the law of cause and effect, then you will understand where I'm coming from when I tell you that it is your mood that is giving you, shaping your reality and how you can prove it for yourself. And so, my brother, my sisters, if what I'm saying resonates with you and you have never read the book called Your Mood is Your Fortune, I'll definitely encourage you to get it. The link is down below, plus my many other books that you can get. Also, if this is the very first time that you listen to me and you have a subscriber already, I'm definitely encouraging you to subscribe, to like, to comment, to share this video. Also, if you like to follow me on Instagram, you like to follow me on TikTok, you can definitely follow me at Black Mad Guru. And if you purchase any of my book and you would like for me to explain and break down things a little bit further for you, you can all time feel free to book a one-on-one with me, and we can definitely have a discussion. Okay. Also, if you want to be mentored, I can mentor you. It's very, very important that you invest in yourself and get a mentor. A lot of people don't like to invest in themselves. Okay. But it's very important that you invest in yourself. Okay, I can go on and on and on and on, but I'm gonna come to a close here. I wanna say to you, peace, love you all. I'm out.